Well, I hope everyone's doing well today. These things, they're pretty much a journey. It's from point A to point B to point C to point D. That's how I see the whole content creation, the whole journey of the excitement of just falling into something like this. It's not every day you sit there and you pick up a headset and you suddenly go, hey, this is cool, this is neat, and then you fall down the rabbit hole a little bit more. You're finding out that honestly what you're doing is a lot of fun. But I'm not any different from anything else that's going on out there. We all fall down at times. We all kind of burn up. And of course, it's the whole rise from the ashes, the whole purpose of what I've been doing here. And I have to say, it's been amazing. It's very different from what I used to do with content. And I gotta say, this is very imaginative and something I absolutely thoroughly enjoy. But honestly, it's sometimes you've got an end and a beginning. And that's where I really did struggle. At times, I don't know if you saw the last video, things haven't been great. They haven't been. But of course I see that as a end and kind of letting the fire burn everything to ashes and letting it go and becoming something renewed, something more. And that's what I've always done. I've had times throughout life where things are never going good. And then I have to sit there and pick myself up and go, well, you're on your 2 feet. Shrug your shoulders. Let's get going. Yeah, these things hurt. They hurt at times, but you can't let it get you down. And that's really what it's all about, isn't it? You don't let things really get you down. You pick the pieces up, you pick the ashes up, and you rise even greater than you were before. And that's where I am, where I find myself on this journey. Really picking the pieces up. And I've been moving forward. Boy, have I moved forward. If you haven't gone over to my Twitch, you really should go over to the Twitch channel. We're doing some amazing things over there. I've been learning programming. I've been learning all sorts of things. And I think you might really enjoy it, especially if you enjoy these types of topics. Now, it's not the end, of course. It's the beginning of something new. Something new. Feet underneath us. Getting to stand here. Getting to flap these wings every once in a while. Having a chance to actually grow and do something more and actually seeing the benefits of a more positive outlook in life. Sure, some may find this a little strange, but this is the day and age we live in. If you can live behind an avatar, if you can live behind a mask and actually put on a show and actually do something more with it and thoroughly enjoy the imaginative pickup from it, then why not? Then why not turn those ones and zeros into something that creates incredible things? Yeah, the loss of friends, the loss of some people around there, it happens. But that doesn't mean you have to sit there and be upset about it. It doesn't mean that you can't forget the good times. Yeah, I've had good times in the past. But then you sit there and you go, oh, it's not my problem anymore. It's in the past. Right? One thing the Lion King taught us is it's in the past. You learn from it, you learn from the mistakes, and you move on from them. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? The past doesn't necessarily shape where our future is going, but it shapes us where we are today. And where I am today is very inspired, very willing to learn, and very, very different than where I once was. You plant the seeds every once in a while and then you let them grow. And now I stand here in front of all of you. Where are we going from now? Where are we going? What heights are we going to soar to? Really, it is a cycle. Beginnings, ends. If you caught the virality stuff, that was one of the things that I kind of touched on with virality. The whole constellations that they had going on there, right? The whole idea of one point to another, to another, to another, but then the first point fading and the next one growing. And that's what it is. You get to certain points, certain cycles in life, and you let that grow. It'll grow. The chapter will end and a new one will begin. And that's what it is. That's where I find the motivation to continue. That's why I think that we've got something, that all of you have something very special and unique in every last one of you. For the ones that are checking out the channel, and then there's the few outliers that like to leave the random comments of, you know, you're falling to a dark and deeper hole, and I'm sitting there going, I haven't been happier. And I've been thoroughly enjoying myself, being a little bit more free and being a little bit more out there. Being able to put on an avatar. Christ, I came into this as a content, doing content, making content. When I started all of this, I didn't know what to do with videos, with editing. Now I'm at the point where I'm sitting here going, look, I get to bounce around in an avatar. I get to move a camera during these videos, edit a few things. I've had a few critiques on editing, honestly. I try to do these in one shot because when you have to edit a million things out, it takes a long time. And now I'm just thoroughly enjoying what I do. I get to play a video game in front of an audience that sits there and enjoys my company. I enjoy everyone's company. I enjoy everyone that comes around. And that's what it's all about. That's what this is all about. I'm not here to make money. If I was here to make money, things would be a lot different. You can do certain things, and I tell you, I've watched a lot of YouTube, and some of the things I've watched on YouTube, just the brain rots your mind, and you're like, no, that's not what I want to do. There's a way you can turn all this into whatever you want. It's not worth it. It's soulless. I know, I tried. It's very soulless to sit there and do commentary and just be that person that's going to tell you news. You sit there and you look at it and go, okay, yeah, flip another page. Yeah, no, it's soulless. This has meaning. This is what I like to do. This is what I've always liked to do, is have something that's propelling forward, something that actually means something. And for all of you out there that are sitting there on the fence, if you're going to go live, if you're going to make content, if you're going to do that type of thing, hit the button today and record something on your phone. Why the hell not? That's the day and age we live in. You're doing it anyway. Scrolling Facebook, scrolling Twitter. You're like, oh, you know, this is bad things in the world. So why don't you turn around and put something out there on your phone, post it somewhere and say, hey, listen, everything that's going on in the world, who cares? Let's do something positive. Let's write our own stories and write a message that's going to do something great. This is the world we live in now, the digital age. And I know there's some out there that sit there and go, oh, everything's against you. This is corrupt. This is bad. This video game is doing that. That company is doing that. Well, I tell you, look deep enough into anything and you'll find something you don't like. That's the nature of business. That's the nature of just surviving now. We all love our families. We all really do cherish the time we get with our families. But at the same time, you might sit there and you get upset at them every once in a while because things don't jive very well. But you still remember the good times. You still sit there and know that the people that you've surrounded yourself with, either in the past or now, have meaning behind it. Anyway, I am your proud Canadian Phoenix Cindershadow. I'm signing off here. Have yourselves a great day. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the Twitch channel. Maybe check out my TikToks. And I will see you again very soon.